we're back with more movie reviews. And the second movie that I saw in theater is the movie that I'm very much happy to talk about, and I believe this is a must-watch. If you have a child, please go see this movie. This is a must-watch in my personal opinion. And the film that we're talking about today is Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom is a biographical drama which is about this hero, pretty much based on a true story about this man who went from working for the government to being a vigilante, going around countries to save kids from child sex trafficking. And the film's runtime is 131 minutes. The rating is PG-13 in color. And yeah, this is a film I heard about. All I knew was it dealt with, of course, the topic, that it was dealing with a lot of controversy and calling it propaganda and all that stuff. We'll discuss that more towards the end of this review, so I can really discuss it. But I thought this film is amazing. This film is heart-wrenching. It is tough to watch in a way. Well, not tough in a way where it's like super violent. They respect it by keeping it I would say tame. I would say tame and not matter, but there's nothing tame about it, and it's rough. This is a film that made me really, like, it was hard. I was tearing up a lot. I was sniffing. The whole theater was sniffing. It's a tough movie because it deals with a very tough subject of reality and the reality of what kids are going through in every day, and how big of a problem it is. And I thought this film is fantastic. I truly think which is really tough to watch in a way, and just seeing what these kids go through is just really just super terrible. And I thought the film is amazing. The performances all around is great. You got Jim, who's known for the movies Passion of Christ, who plays the man, the real guy, Tim, who works for the government and tries to take down pedophiles, but he realizes that he takes out the pedophiles, but the kids are usually not the one that they find. And sometimes they don't find the kids, and sometimes they find not a good scene, and he turns into trying to save kids, and also deals with him trying to save these two kids. And the actor did a fantastic job. I think his performance is truly gritting when it comes to a man who's hard. He's a tough guy, but he's also seemed like a kind person, but also you could tell he's dealing with a lot of shit, especially for a man who, again, he dealt with a lot. I mean, for him to turn into a vigilante to save kids, he probably had to go through a lot of just situations that are not good. It does not have a fairy tale ending. And I thought the guy's acting is truly amazing. The kids, of course, you got the girl who likes to sing. She's a singer. And she gets called up to be a model, like something like a scouting agent, be like, hey, your child could be a model, and they get chosen, the girl and her brother, and things aren't what they expect. And the guy goes to try to pick up his kids, but their kids are gone, and the kids have been transferred. And I think the kids, man, they did their performance is the reason why I was just so heart-wrenched and just crying, because the kids' performance is just amazing. For young child actors, they did a fantastic job. And to deal with a subject as tough as this, I felt that the kids did it beautifully, and I thought their performance is just fantastic. You also got the dad who, again, just imagine a father, just like their kids get picked to be a model, like something normal, and he's like, all right, and then he goes, they disappear, and he finds his kid just gone. And for that guy, like, his performance is amazing, because you have to put yourself in that kind of situation where your kids are gone and you don't know where they are and what's happening to them. Is probably the worst thing that can ever happen to a parent. And I thought the guy did a fantastic job just conveying that emotion of just losing your kids. And you also got, I would say, kind of the comedy relief, which is funny to say because, again, this is a very, like, straightforward, just like, you're not gonna go and have a blast. But you got the character of Vampiro, who's known for doing his theatrics of saving kids and in his own way, not dealing with the law, I'd say, but doing his thing to save children. And yeah, he's great. He was fantastic. The actor, has done so many things, and his performance is great. He was very entertaining and just very like, all right, we're gonna save kids and to get shit done. And I like the character, and I thought also the supporting cast is great too. Everybody did great, and the sickos played the sickos well. It's gotta be hard being an actor, being told, hey, you gotta play a pedophile, have fun. That's not a role I would like to take, honest to God. If I was an actor and you're like, hey, your big role, you gotta play a pedophile, I would be like, fucking kill me. I don't want to do this. That's rough. That's really a rough performance to do, but they did pretty damn good. But the direction is great. This is a well-made movie. For the budget that it is, which is $15 million, and I'm happy that this film is really just kicking ass in the box office. And this for its budget, the direction is fantastic. This is a well-made movie. The story is really good, especially, of course, based on a true story. So it takes this interesting man, who wants to save kids. And yeah, I thought the story was very interesting and really heartfelt. Chemistry, everybody works very well together. The cinematography is really good. I thought this film was well shot. The score too, the music score is good too. It tingles, it gets the heartstrings, man, because of that music. I give respect to the composer for that part. And just an amazing film. It's a film that should be seen by everybody, because it's a film that should be seen by everyone. I mean, anybody who has kids or don't even have kids, just to be aware of the situation and how. And the worst part of it, it's like one of the most profitable things. It's up there with drugs. Like, drugs is number one, and this one is like is a close, I guess, second. And it's very profitable. There's the business of selling kids and sex and slavery and all that, and it's honestly one of the most terrifying things you can see, because it's true. It is happening. It still is happening, and the idea that it's not getting the support that it gets is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like, I understand, I guess, some of the controversy about the people making it in a way, but the movie itself should have no controversy. There's nothing, like, everything that I saw on screen is true, it's real, and anybody that says like, hey, they're over exaggerating the statistics is absolutely fucking going insane, because that is a statistic that is happening, and it's happening everywhere. And I feel like the people that say that need to be checked up, honestly. But yeah, this film is amazing. I have nothing bad to say about this film, not even slightly. It's a movie that needs to be seen. Like, I don't say that much about movies, but it's not there to entertain, but it's there to educate. And I feel like I was just in class being educated and just being just like, wow, we need to fix this. So for that, it gets a 5 out of 5 stars. It's an amazing movie. I got nothing bad to say. This is damn near perfect, because it's the subject. It respects it. It's not like it's violent. There's not much violence. It's very much you already know. Okay, this is what's happening to the kids. You can already. They trust the viewers. They don't need to show you everything, and I respect that. And I think that's the best way to truly deal with it, and I respect that. And it deserves whatever recognition it gets for the people who went to see it, people who left out the theater being educated. I'm glad. And for this film, for Hollywood itself, like to not accept this movie and actually trying to stop it, that shows where Hollywood is in a day to day, and just it's actually really sad. And all I can say is, protect the kids, man. Protect their kids. Protect not only your kids, just protect kids in general. Like, one of my favorite lines in the movie, probably the most badass line in the movie, is like, the guy asks him, why do you do this? And he's like, because God's children is not for sale. That's such a cold, badass line, and I believe that. And of course, some of the people talking about the studio and being like religious and whatever, like, yeah, like the people making it are religious. They might have their own conspiracies. They might be in their own thing. But the movie itself, the movie that I saw last night, had nothing like that. And it was the most respectable thing I could give. And this film should be seen by people. And it's actually terrible why producers like Disney, Netflix never really gave it like a shot. and I don't know why. Like when it comes to Hollywood, it's like, all right, they want to put agendas, but when it comes to real shit, real life problems, they're like, no, let's not do that, and not put awareness to it. And I'm glad this film was shot in theaters and shown to be in theaters, and you should see it. You should support this movie. Anybody who goes to the movie theater, who has an extra ticket or whatever the heck, go see this movie, please. It's a must watch. It's a must see movie that anybody who has kids, anybody who wants to plan to have kids, or just want to protect kids, just protect kids in general. Like if you see a child in a situation that's just bad, you go try to help the kid. And I feel like this movie really is a movie that needs to be seen. And I'm gonna keep this a very serious tone as I can, because it's a very serious topic, and I think guys check it out. So those are my thoughts for Sound of Freedom, an amazing picture, and I'm glad I got to be educated today.